to the next one. I'm Doug Brown with Tim Johnson. It's on Iowa Public Television's, what is it? This is something like the 26th year of coverage of the Iowa High School Wrestling Championships. It's the place to be tonight in Iowa, or the place to be, stay at home. I'm going to show you how they, as a review, perhaps you're tuning in to watch a nephew or a grandson and you aren't quite sure how they score. The takedowns are 2 points. If you get away from being underneath, that's 1 point. If you reverse position, go on top and being on the bottom is 2. Near fall, that's if you put the man on his back for a count of 2 points. Expose the shoulders for longer than that, it's 3. This is the way the team scores came. First place, got 16 points for the team, in addition to your advancement points as you proceed. Now we're going to start with the 1As. We're going to start with the smallest division in size, but this is quite a match. This 103-pound match between K.Morgan of Eagle Grove and Matt Pasvogel of Wilton. Wilton is the team champion already. They've wrapped it up. And Wilton is in the team on the right in the light blue. And the Matt Pasvogel has the black knee guard on. Those are what you see other than that up in the other section. Those are the 2A and 3As. Dylan Long of Creston against Justin Riddle of Clarinda in the 2A. And Bobby Duggan of Muscatine against Keith Edwards of Iowa City West in the AAA. So you can keep an eye on what's going on up there. We'll spend most of our commentary on the main match. Morgan and Pasvogel at 103.
Well, we start right out with one of those father-son situations that we talked about earlier. On the left right there is K.Morgan and his dad. High school wrestling fans, historians will remember his dad, Dave Morgan, out of Eagle Grove himself, a 3-time state champion. And there's Pasvogel in a great shape there, getting the takedown.
He's undefeated this year. He's 36-0, 36 wins and no defeats.
We've got 2 undefeated wrestlers here. K.Morgan's 33-0, and this is his first time at the state championship. He's a junior.
Come on, guys.
And Pasvogel was right there trying to set up a tilt right there. He had the wrist, and right here he just catches K.Morgan on his heels, drives through him, and almost cranks on a cradle right there to get more than just a takedown, but Morgan's able to keep away from that kind of danger, and he gets out right here for one here.
40 seconds to go
yet
in the first period.
He hasn't given it yet.
No, he hasn't.
Still says that Pasvogel has the
still has that front headlock, and he senses that's serious enough that he's going to keep it. Referee, by the way, is Bob Algo of Waterloo. There are 2 referees, a referee and an assistant official.
Wilton's coach, of course, Steve Shirk. He'll have his own son in the finals that he'll be coaching later on. Ben.
On the feet, still has not. Now it's an escape. Now it's
with only 3 seconds left, so
2-1.
That was a very timely escape there for K.Morgan.
And as you're probably aware, in high school, there's no such thing as riding time.
There's Steve Shirk right there.
2-minute second period coming up with Pasvogel, undefeated Wilton wrestler of the state championship team, starting on top. He has his choice on top, and he goes right to work on K.Morgan. Has him flattened out.
No one's ridden K.Morgan this year. In 33 matches, he has not been ridden out. But right now, Pasvogel is really
a lot of pressure on him.
Putting a lot of pressure on him right here, coming out front and not too concerned about taking a risk to try to turn K.Morgan for a couple of more points.
1997 High School Wrestling Championships live from Veterans Auditorium in Des Moines on Iowa Public Television. Matt Pasvogel trying to add an individual championship to what is already a team championship for his team at the 1A division.
Boyd Wilton.
He's doing a great job of riding, isn't he?
Yeah, he's putting a lot of pressure on him, and if you know, right up here it looks like he's going for a cradle, but as soon as Morgan get his head up, he flattens Morgan out.
He has a minute to go here. K.Morgan, you say, his coach Dave Morgan was a multiple-time champion at Eagle Grove High School, and Came back to coach where he started out.
And here's coming out there, Morgan right there. If he can slip that head out, he's got the arm out right there. He's trying to pull in
the leg. He has 35 seconds to do something here, Tim.
Couple of juniors at the lightest weight right here, and Morgan hoping to turn the tables here and get an escape. And if he can slip that arm right out, he's going to have it. He's going to slip it out.
Yes, he can take that hip position away from his man, too.
Now he's got to get his hips underneath him and lift.
Nothing's happening, man.
And the referee called a stalemate on that. Called him off.
He's within 13 seconds right now with a little injury time there. He's within 13 seconds of having something done to him that hasn't been done all year. That's K.Morgan, who has not been ridden for a 2-minute period all year long. But Pasvogel's doing the job.
13 seconds to go in the second period of a 3-period match, of course. 103 pounds. We just started at the lowest weight, 103. And we'll be moving right on up. All 13 weight classes. And again, Pasvogel, undefeated, puts in a tough, tight waist. And here comes Morgan, turning around. He could.
Well, no points.
He didn't have time.
No points. You can see where he's doing. He just didn't get it going. I'm sure his dad would have liked him to move a little quicker, a little more explosive. Here he sits back into him. He's got the leg elevated. Now he's going to look back for the head right there. Now rock back onto him, but
didn't have time. So now we have 2 minutes to go. We're going to start the third period. And here was Morgan on top, and it's a reversal in a big, quick hurry for Pasvogel, and he has Morgan on his back. He's got a 3-point near fall from the way I read it, looking at the number of fingers the official has pointed.
Yep.
A 3-point near fall to go with a reversal, a big 5-point move for Pasvogel.
Get off those legs.
Pasvogel, half his wins this year of his 36 have been pins, and already have won 90.
He's got a tough hair there now.
Driving through, under the arm, little chicken wing action.
Yep.
No, you're setting on it. Let's go.
And he has Morgan flat. We now have only 1 minute and 14 seconds left, and it's a 7-1 score in favor of Pasvogel. A very impressive undefeated wrestler for Wilton. Now he's again sucks in that tight waist, goes to work. He's been dominant in this match. Of course, the 2A and the 3A matches you see in the corner of your screen as they go. Our main match here is at the Division I level, the 1A, and it's 50 seconds to go, and it's 7-2.
And right here, there's a good shot by Pasvogel, and that's the best way to keep yourself from getting thrown to your back for 5 points, and that's what K.Morgan needed to do. He can scoot here, Morgan, scooting if he can get to his knees, but no, Pasvogel is pressuring back into him.
Seems very comfortable in that top position. He's just strong. Now he goes back, and he could again put Morgan in some trouble here. He does have him in trouble. Piling up near fall points. 10 seconds to go. A 3-point near fall makes it 10-2, 11-2, 12-2. And the state champion, the first state champion of the year.
Well, there's a state champion, and on the other mat we have a state champion as well.
Impressive win by Matt Pasvogel of Wilton, whose team has won the state championship even before the final round.
Here's the big move right here, the reversal first right here. Here he comes around, and now he settles down. That's Pasvogel settling down. You'll see how he drives through. That's the big move that made the big difference early. Here's his reaction right here. Pasvogel says, all right, a team championship is great, but I love winning it myself, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's the first championship for him, and they'll both be back next year.
Yep.
Now we have one match yet to go.
On the other match,
this is the Class 2A match that hasn't been decided yet, and this is between Dylan Long of Preston and Justin Riddle of Clarinda.
And in 3A, Keith Edwards won the championship for Iowa City West 7-6 over Bobby Duggan from Muscatine.
Now, Dylan Long of Preston is leading here 5-3 over Justin Riddle of Clarinda with 45 seconds to go in the third period. And you see Dylan Long in the red. Piling up another, getting a takedown, makes it 5-5.
5-5 and
ties it up.
20 seconds left. Clarinda wrestler, coached by the 2A Coach of the Year, Mike Marino from Clarinda.
10 seconds to go, or if he cannot escape or nobody turns, it will be an overtime here. 7 seconds to make it up. Dylan Long on the left. Justin Riddle of Clarinda just getting up. Or rather, Justin Riddle on the left of Clarinda and Dylan Long of Preston coming down on the mat in the under position. Quick move by Long, but I don't think he's going to get away. We'll go to overtime.
Sudden death, sudden victory, whatever you want to say right here, but we know that it comes down to who can get the first takedown.
All right, away they go. 2 minutes. Whoever can do it. And in goes Long.
Nice shot.
In goes Riddle.
Good shot. He needs to lift right here. That was Preston that went in.
That's Long. Long has the single leg. But you see Riddle countering him across the back. No second chances here. This is.
Oh, they called a stalemate right there, and so we'll get a shot again. That was a nice first shot by by Dylan Long of Preston, but good counter wrestling by Justin Riddle.
They both took shots and cracked heads there. Boy, that hurts sometimes. They didn't wait. The whistle blew from Larry Blaker, the official from Perry. A shot again. This time
he doesn't have it as well, and that's that was Long.
Dylan Long has lost only once this year. 32-1 from Preston. We have used, let's see, a minute 22. And there's an injury timeout for Long. And you see Mike Marino, who just awarded the Coach of the Year award in Class 2.
And as we told you, Keith Edwards from Iowa City West defeated Bobby Duggan from Muscatine 7-6 to win the championship in 3A. So we have Matt Pasvogel and Keith Edwards as champions, and now we're looking to settle number 3.
Overtime with a minute and 12 seconds to go. Whoever scores first wins. You saw Riddle look like he wanted to use a throw. He gave that up.
Riddle in a position right here that he's got the front head, and he's looking to try to maybe stuff and run around, but now he makes a shot. He has an opportunity for a high cross fireman's carry, but Long defends him and is in on the legs. He's in on the legs.
Yes,
Long
he is. If he can get the trap.
Whoa, good hip action. Good hip action by Riddle right here. Riddle coming around. For Clarinda, trying to win a championship for Clarinda. Came in with a whole lot of wrestlers. Disappointed only have one in the finals, but a championship could really make things
25
good.
seconds.
And he's down. He just needs to slip the arm out now. He's got that heel. He needs to limp arm the arm out. Here he comes, and oh! Man, what a great ending.
It didn't work.
What a great ending. Now, it was almost a great reaction by Dylan Long there to get the 2 points. You can finish it in case there's a pin action, but nope. 2-2, he wins it.
And that's it.
Justin Riddle, Clarinda, wins a championship for the 2A Coach of the Year, Mike Marino.
In overtime. Well, we're only at the 103-pound class. We've had a couple of impressive victories here. And 3 new champions of the 39 who will be crowned here at Veterans Auditorium in this live coverage of Iowa High School Wrestling Championships. So, 103 pounds. We're going to go down to 112. 112. There's how it ended.
Right here. Boy, I'll tell you, that was good determination by both wrestlers, but in the end, Riddle was able to control. And here's Mike Marino right there, a little reaction right there, and he loves it. Former state champion himself out of Glenwood High School. Now he's on the mats as a coach.
Let's go to Dick Trotter for a 4 report.
In 3A competition, Keith Edwards of Iowa City West High School made his coach a happy man tonight with his last second decision of Bobby Duggan of Muscatine. And there you see a happy Keith Edwards of Iowa City who led early but gave up points later on and was called for stalling. Your winner, 7-6, Edwards of Iowa City West. Doug?
Thank you, Dick. Now we're at 112 pounds. And again, we're going to see a Wilton wrestler here. It often happens with these state championship teams, the good wrestling teams, that you have 1 or 2 or 3 wrestlers in much the same weight class. They all help each other out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the award stand at the east end of the auditorium. Presenting the Class 1A 103-pound awards, Coach Steve Shirk of Wilton. 6th place, Keith Simmons, Sydney. 5th place, Andrew Bales, Liberty Center, Southeast Warren. 4th place, Troy Smeltzer, Woodward Granger. 3rd place, Jeff Harrison, Sloan Westwood. Runner-up, K.Morgan, Eagle Grove. And the 1997 1A 103-pound champion from Wilton, Matt Pasvogel. Presenting the Class 2A 103-pound awards, Coach Mike Marino of Clarinda. 6th place, Carl Bratlin, Humboldt. 5th place, Adam Hutchinson, Mediapolis. 4th place, David Dyke, Eddiesville, Blakesburg. 3rd place, Cody Townsend, Bloomfield, Davis County. Runner-up, Dylan Long, Creston. And the Class 2A 103-pound champion from Clarinda, Justin Riddle.
First overtime winner of the evening there, a happy Justin Riddle from
One of the great
Clarinda.
things about the sport, 103 pounds, and you can walk down Main Street and you're the champion. You don't have to be the biggest guy in the world.
You got that right.
Presenting the Class 3A 103-pound awards, Coach Scott Williamson of Iowa City West. 6th place, Tom Paulson, Urbandale. 5th place, Brian Hesinius, Lamars. 4th place, Eric Casey, Epworth, Western Dubuque. 3rd place, Ricky Pence, Cedar Rapids Prairie. Runner-up, Bobby Duggan, Muscatine. And the Class 3A 103-pound champion from Iowa City West, Keith Edwards.
Congratulations. Hope maybe somebody is up there on that stand. Let's go to Dean Borg with a 4 report.